Hi, my name is Wendell from the Walking on Clouds channel, and today we are going back to Marketing Cloud Personalization. This time I'm going to talk more about how is the identity, how is the merging process, and how we get data from a website, from sitemap, how do we identify people. It is more a conceptual video. I'm not going to show much steps of how to configure stuff on personalization and how to code. Let's do it. I am here at the Northern Trail Features. Okay, I already created an account here to understand a little bit more about how this website works. I've never ever done this, but okay. Imagine that we are entering this website for the first time, and the JavaScript, the beacon, is going to create an ID for me. That is a very important concept. Let's see. I'm going to the console. I'll write Evergage. It's an old version of the beacon, and there is current. Oh, okay, but it's this function. And in this function, you could see that there is some information about me, and this user, it has an anonymous ID. That means I have information that is created because I've entered the website. If I enter in anonymous version of the browser, let's see a little bit what's going to happen. Inspect. I'm going to do the same thing with the console Evergage dot get current page and see what happens. There's another anonymous ID. It starts with 51. It finishes 48. And let's see what was there. Okay, it's different. Okay. Each visit in different browsers, I'm going to be identified as a new person. Here is because I've logged in and using an account, and created an account. Here they could have an identity that is my email address. It's something that could identify me. And if I identify myself in the other browser that I've just entered, it could happen a merge. Like the information is created like it's two users because we don't know who is each person. Each browser is a different user, is a different ID. But if both browsers will log in an account, we understand that it's the same person, and all the historical data will be merged. And there are lots of other concepts behind of it. Let's understand a little bit of the cookie things. That the anonymous ID, is an ID, and this is not going to be stored on a JavaScript or anywhere. It's going to be at the cookies. Let's go to this application part. And inside of this application part, we could see there's a list of things here on the cookies. And there is EVGA. And this EVGA, we can see my ID is the same thing as an anonymous ID. See, it finishes with 114 and it has 114. I don't know. It has this percentage 22, but it's kind of garbage. It has lots of places here, but we have to see that this number is the same as this number. Oh, oops, is the same as this number here. That's the anonymous ID is inside of the cookie section. And you might try to think of why is this cookie thing? Why is my ID, the anonymous ID that's created from uh, this JavaScript is in the side of the cookie section. Is the cookie what is the cookie section? The cookie is a place to put data, and normally the service they put these IDs, lots of IDs, and why are these information the cookies? Okay, let's show something that is funny. Like, I'm going to create a variable. Let's create a variable. Let's put. Okay, let's name this as hello, and let's call it. Well, let's put like hello world inside of this variable. Okay, hello world inside of this variable. Let's see what's inside of this variable. It's hello world. Okay, and we are here in the main page, on the home page. Let's go to another page like this boot. Let's see, where's my variable hello? Oh, it says that is not defined. What does it happen, Ed? What does it mean? My variable that says hello world, that had the string hello world, does not exist anymore. Yes, because you have to imagine that the website is kind of recreated. It deleted everything like the HTML, the CSS, JavaScript is reloaded, and every variable from the other page, like the home page, it's kind of destroyed, and we are in a new page, and the variables is destroyed. That means if I created a variable of an ID inside of the home page, the next page I will not have this ID because those data is not persistent, and the cookie section is kind of a workaround to have these ID data. Without the cookie section, we should like create an ID at each page. That is not a good situation to have an ID in each page, because we couldn't track the person. And the cookie is very simple to understand. It's only like a place to put IDs and to understand that this guy is the same across a web page, across the website, and we could have track of who is the guy. It is a very simple concept. This could be avoided if you have like an identity, like if the guy is logged in and you have the email of this person across the website, then you could substitute these cookie things. Okay, and let's go. Let's see if you understood this. It's clear. We have like a profile of user profile. If I enter in the website, I'm going to have an anonymous ID. If I created, okay, if I open another browser, I will have a different ID. It will not be the same. I will be treated as a new user, and a new profile will be created. If I do log in, like, oh, I'm Joe at Clouds here, okay, and if I log in another browser, it will detect, okay, this user and this user is the same guy, and all the information will be merged. And let's see how is this merging thing. Okay, here we could see inside the personalization settings and identity types, we can create some identity namespaces, kind of attributes that we could identify users, like email address could be identifiable information, a cell phone telephone, or a login ID. Okay, those are kind of dumb, like to base on telephone or email is not a great choice. Maybe a contact ID from Salesforce, or maybe a user ID from some kind of uh, integration, it is a better thing. But you can create here and the system like could create some new identity types. And I'm here inside of the documentation. It's in the page of identity merge scenarios. And here it shows that if we have like a guy with a mail address and another user will have the with the email address like as identity type and an extra information, both of them will be merged. And you have to consider other facts like timestamp, what we are going to see in the future, and that will have the most recent information. Okay, here we have like Jen Doe and John Doe. It's a different. The email is different, but we have another key that is stronger. It's strong like the Salesforce contact key, and because the timestamp of this John Doe is new, we're going to keep the email address from John Doe, and the Jane Doe will be substituted. And this logic, it applies to many things, like here also, like Jane Doe, okay, because this timestamp's newer will not keep this customer ID. We'll have this new customer ID. Let's see another kind of scenario. Email Jen Doe, email John Doe, phone is the same. There will be no match because the email is different and the phone is not an identity type. It will have no kind of trying to merge if this is the phone is not an important thing, like a merging value. Let's see another scenario. Like, okay, we already have two existing users, like Jin Doe, Joe Doe, and this Jin Doe appears. It will keep this one because the most recent, that's Jin Doe. And we'll keep the customer ID and also the phone. It's very simple to understand. When you understand that the timestamp is something that's important, and you have to keep focus on identity types instead of every value. Here another situation like Jane Doe enters, and you'll take the phone and customer ID. Okay. And I forgot to show, that's the important thing to show here, that you see the anonymous ID inside of the event string, inside of the profile. Like this guy, it's me. And this is the anonymous ID. It's the same thing as the website that I will show you. Let's see again. Okay, here you see like my user it finished with 14. Let's see inside of personalization, it's 14. I am the same person, and it's my anonymous ID because I've entered the website. It has only this information, and because I've created an account and provided it'll have the identity attribute that's email address. That's a thing that could track people, and this thing of name it, will be like the same thing that as the I'm trying to tell. That's identity merge the identity types, and you can't change much of things like all the priority and all this kind of things. I think another cloud that's pretty similar with this concepts, it's Data Cloud, but I think Data Cloud has a lot more powerful ways of choosing the priority of merging. But here we have like to understand we can't configure much. Okay, and that is it. This video kind of take me some time because my computer broke. I got sick. Lots of stuff happened, but I'm back. I'm trying to create more videos. I'm trying to organize a little bit more. I'm creating this video without much of studying of organization. Yes, this it was created in a very freestyle way. It was not organized in it pretty well. And give a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I see you later. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.